we will see an application of the factor theorem and also learn some new identities. So let me take a quadratic polynomial ax squared plus bx plus c. Let its factors be px plus q and rx plus s. So I can write this quadrilateral polynomial as px plus q into rx plus s. Now let me expand this RHS. I'll get PR x squared plus x times PS plus QR plus QS. So by comparing these two sides, we have A is equal to PR, B is equal to PS plus QR, and C is equal to QS. Now B is a sum of two terms, PS and QR. If we multiply both these terms, we get PSQR. Now I can also write it as PRQS. Now if you see these two terms separately, PR is A and QS is C. That is, B is a sum of two terms whose product is AC. So this is our method to factorize a quadratic polynomial, in which we split the middle term into a sum of two terms whose product is equal to AC. This method you probably might know. This is one method. Now we also have another method to factorize a quadratic polynomial, which is the factor theorem method. Let's understand the factor theorem method by an example. But first of all, we'll factorize that expression with the help of the splitting method. Suppose this is the quadratic expression that we have got. Now, first we take the product of these two terms, 6 and 5. That is 30. Now, we'll see the factors of 30. That is 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, and 30 itself. Now we have to choose two terms whose product is 30 and the sum should be equal to the middle term, that is 70. So we can clearly see that these two terms can be 2 and 15. So we write this expression as 6x squared plus 15x plus 2x plus 5. We take 3x in common, we get 2x plus 5 plus 2x plus 5. So we have 2x plus 5 in common and we get 3x plus 1. So this is how we used to factorize a quadratic polynomial by the splitting method. Now we'll try this by factorization method. For this, let me write this 6x squared plus 17x plus 5 as 6 into x squared plus 17 by 6 into x plus 5 by 6. Now let's see what can be the possible factors of 5 by 6. They can be plus minus half, plus minus 1 by 3, plus minus 5 by 2 and plus minus 5 by 3. These can be the factors in this term. Now we'll put each of these in this expression and see that if we get 0. If we get 0, then that term is a factor. So let me put half in this. We'll get half square plus 17 by 6 into half plus 5 by 6. This is definitely not equal to 0. We'll keep on checking for all the terms, and finally we'll get minus 1 by 3 and minus 5 by 2 as factors. So we will write 6 times x square plus 17 by 6x plus 5 by 6 is equal to 6 times x plus 1 by 3 into x plus 5 by 2. Now from this 6 we multiply 3 here and the remaining 2 here. We get 3x plus 1 into 2x plus 5. These were the two factors that we got from the splitting method. Now let's use this method to factorize a cubic polynomial. X cubed minus 23x squared plus 142x minus 120. So here the possible factors of minus 120 are plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 4, plus minus 5, plus minus 6, plus minus 8, plus minus 10, plus minus 12, plus minus 15, plus minus 20, plus minus 30, plus minus 40, plus minus 60, and finally plus minus 120. Now we have to put these values in this expression and check if we get 0. So we'll put 1 first. Now by putting 1 we get 1 cube minus 23 times 1 squared plus 142 times 1 minus 120. That is 1 minus 23 plus 142 minus 120, which is equal to 0. If 1 gives 0 in this expression, that means x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. Hence, we can write x cubed minus 23x squared plus 142x minus 120 is equal to x minus 1 times, we'll multiply we'll divide actually. We'll divide x cubed by x, first term by first term. We'll get x squared, and Then multiply x squared with this second term, minus x squared. But we need minus 23x squared. So we will try to generate minus 22x squared more. So we'll write minus 22x, because the multiplication from the first term with this term will generate minus 22x squared, and we have minus 1x squared from here, so we get minus 23x squared. And then multiply this by this. So we have plus 22x, but we need 142x. So we will add 120 from our side. So now we have factorized this polynomial. Now we can further factorize this polynomial by either the splitting method or the factorization method. So by further factorization we get x minus 1 into x minus 10 into x minus 12. That's how we factorize a cubic polynomial.